For me, the teachers I've most admired have always been the ones that have embraced new technology and new ideas while still holding fast to their core principles. And for me, the best teachers have always been the best learners. And oftentimes, in teacher training, that's what I do. I find that new teachers are very energetic and very curious and want to develop and want to grow in their practice. But there's a real danger that without ongoing professional development, that they'll become stagnant. I know that's happened to me. During my first year here at UAA, I benefited immensely from faculty mentors in the Master of Arts in Teaching program. They were first to jump in, lend a helping hand, whether it be on the curriculum, Blackboard, eLive, or sometimes all three at once. And after that first year, I still had a lot to learn. And that's where I think the Technology Fellows program really stepped in and gave me some skills that got me up to speed on Blackboard, and also introduced me to some tech tools that I didn't know about that could really facilitate my teaching and learning. And more recently, I participated in an intensive boot camp, an iTeach boot camp. And in that particular professional development, I would leave daily thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I've still got so much to learn. But instead of being overwhelmed, I picked a couple of tools to explore during the past year. And when I say I explored them in my classes, what I really mean is my students explored them and used them to demonstrate their proficiency. And this year, for example, I used screencasting technology. Most of my teacher candidates used Screener in lieu of in-class presentations. And the products that resulted were very professional and allowed for authentic commentary from their peers. And I was left with a library of exemplars that I could share with future teacher candidates in the program. And that was a real success story for me. Another technology I use that I'm still unsure about is Glogster. And the teacher candidates used it to demonstrate their proficiency in different teaching strategies that they were using in the class. And they used it to communicate the results of that experiment. And the teacher candidates found it to be oftentimes unresponsive and a little bit clunky. And for that reason, I'm really unsure about whether or not I'll use it in the classroom in the future. As classroom teachers, as secondary classroom teachers, my teacher candidates have a very limited amount of time to produce good lessons, to plan and deliver those good lessons, and they need technologies that are supportive in their planning endeavors. And so I was really left with the impression that they would use screener technology or screencasting technology with their secondary students more so than the glogging. And so something I've learned from this past year is that even though my own research and my own exploration will find a new tech tool that I can use in place of Glogster for next year, without the professional development opportunities by the Faculty Technology Center, as well as the expertise of the instructional designer, Katie Walker, in the College of Ed, I'd really be out there on my own and not able to quickly identify tools that could be beneficial to me in the classroom.